Hey guys, this week I'm making a video on the Chaos Demons update. This just came in our White Dwarf and that will be another video, but today I'm going to go over what happened to the demons. And just letting you guys know, I do play demons. I played them for about 2 years. They were my first army. Well, them and Tau. But yeah, so I'll tell you what I think about it and tell you what there is in this update. So it's actually a very thin booklet. Okay, so here they actually show the stats and everything of the Seeker Chariots, and it is Weapon Skill 5, or the Allurus, or I guess, Weapon Skill 5, 3 Strength, 3 Toughness, 1 Wound, because if the Chariot dies, they die, so wounds don't really matter. 6 Initiative, which is just common for Slaanesh, and 4 attacks and 10 leadership. If you're a Seeker Chariot, you have 2 hull points and you're 11, 11, 10. And if you're an Exalted Chariot, you are 11, 11, 10 and you have 4 hull points, which is really good. So the Exalted Allurus is a character, and the Chariot is open-topped and fast, and it is a chariot, so it gets all the rules. Okay, the demonic gifts that this chariot has are Aura of Acquiescence and Rending. The special rules, it gets Exalted Allurus Demon. I guess it's immune to 1 and 2 or something. They don't really say it in here. It has Fleet, Demon, and Flesh Shredder. So I'm pretty sure that Flesh Shredder is Rending. I might be mistaken. But yes, next we have the Hellflares of Slaanesh. And this is the Blade Engine that I guess will cut your enemies to shreds. So it has 2 hull points, same armor value, same gifts, and I guess the rules for demons, but it has Soul Scent, and this is a special rule, and for every hull point that it has left, it gets to make an extra attack. So it would have, I guess, 5 while it's alive, or 6 even. It also has Flesh Shredder, which is the Hammer of Wrath that this chariot produces are Strength 4, AP nothing, but they have Rending. And it gets D6, and an extra D6 for each hull point it has remaining as well. So it's actually good against infantry, and I guess good against vehicles as well. So next are Flamers of Tzeentch. These guys, they basically got 1 more wound, which is really good, and their point cost went down a lot. But I'll talk about that later. Over here, I guess they have the same exact rules, so they haven't really changed that much, and I don't even think they should have changed the model for these guys. They barely did anything. It was such a waste. So at the bottom of the left screen, you can see the Screamers of Tzeentch, and I guess these guys, oh, they get 1 more wound as well, and their Melta Bombs actually got worse. They are Strength 5, AP 2, so they're not Strength 8 like before, but they do have Melta. Okay, so the Screamers of Tzeentch also have slashing attacks, and if they turbo boost in their movement phase, they can choose one of the units they passed over, and they take D3 Strength 4 hits with an AP value of nothing, and I guess that's just an extra rule that they have. So here's some point cost of the models on the right. Like I said, Flamers of Tzeentch got a lot less expensive. They used to be 35 points each, now they are just 23. And they're much better, and they have 1 more wound. So they're probably the biggest change for the Demons book. I have 9, and I never played them, but I guess they can go in a unit of 9, so that's perfect for me. Okay, so next we have Screamers, and they are 3 for 75 points, and an extra Screamer is 25 per model. I really don't think that's worth it. Flamers are much better because of the Breath of Chaos. Yeah, so that's my opinion. Next, the Hellflare is only 60 points, and I think it's really good for its point cost. It's good in combat, good against vehicles, and yeah, next we're going to see other things. Oh, and it's a fast attack choice. Over here, heavy support, You have the Seeker of Chariot of Slaanesh, and they can go in a unit of 3. But they're 40 points to start with, and yeah, so I guess a unit of 3, 120 points, pretty good. They don't really help demons that much. I think if you took a chariot before, the bonus to wounds and toughness were much better than giving Slaanesh like a vehicle for demons. I really don't think they need that. They're actually super easy to kill. Okay. Next is the Exalted Chariot, and it has 4 hull points, like I said before, and it's 90 points. Okay, another thing is that Heralds of Slaanesh can also take this chariot for 30 points or 80 points for an Exalted Chariot. So that's pretty cool. I guess HQs can also take it. So you can actually have a chariot army. 9 chariots for heavy support, and 3 for fast, and 2 for HQs. So you could have a big chariot list. Okay, so that's it for the 40k side. And I don't really play fantasy demons, but here's what, I'll just flip through it. Hellflayers are rare, same as Exalted, but they got Soul Grinders, so that's like a huge thing for fantasy, and they're actually pretty good. They have 6 wounds, 7 toughness, pretty crazy. Screamers in fantasy are 40 points each, and Flamers are 40. Yeah, so you can see fantasy stuff is a lot more points. But yeah, I think Soul Grinders are pretty cool. They have some cool special moves. They get to grab their enemy, and the hits are strength 10 and have d6 multiple wounds. Well, I don't play fantasy, so I don't know if Flamers or Screamers got much better. Yeah, but I found out that the Exalted Chariot in fantasy has 8 wounds, which is crazy. Yeah, so that's it. And as a demon player, I think this update was actually really bad for demons. I expected psychic powers for them. I expected maybe new models other than like new HQs actually. Yeah, so I think the point that demons were lacking on were psychic powers, because all the armies got to choose out of the book except for demons, so I expected this update to come with new psychic powers, and theirs aren't that good to start with, so they're actually going to be falling behind on psychic powers. I wish they gave like a new chart for demons. Like, I don't see them how they can't use like telekinesis or telepathy. I don't get that. Overall, I don't think this update was that good for them. They basically, the only thing that changed was they got the chariots, and the flamers got a bit cheaper. That's about it. And I guess for fantasy, that was a way bigger update. They got a soul grinder to use, and it's really good. Yeah, another thing that I want to add is that for demons, they really didn't change. They changed models, but they didn't come out with new ones. And I think it's really easy for them to come up with new demon models. Like, you just got to be creative and make some demons. But that's why I was surprised that no new HQs came out, or none of their HQs dropped in points. Like Scarbrand's 300 points, I guess. So they could have dropped him some points, made demons more playable. They did give a boost to flying monstrous creatures, and I see that's the only way that you could play demons. But yeah, I expected more troops, maybe another Defiler-like thing. But they are going to update Chaos Space Marines, and we can take them as allies, and we're battle brothers, so hopefully some good things come out there. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and thumbs up, and if you also didn't like this Demons update, leave comments about them below, and we'll talk about it. Hopefully Chaos Space Marines get some good stuff, and we'll see you guys.